The Russian military has launched an invasion of the United States. They're coming by air, land, and sea in order to take over our government. Naturally, NATO calls its allies, and they join the US forces on the battlefield. But Russia calls in their allies. We're talking China, North Korea, even Djibouti. Russia and her allies are taking over economic sectors first. Banks, farms, treasuries. The US president is starting to respond. There will be firefights, explosions, and naturally, mass casualties. Who is going to win LEGO World War III? This is US military base Glizzy Outpost. The US Army built it into the side of a mountain and filled it with a solid arsenal as well as some of the nation's greatest secrets. But outside, US defenders start getting picked off. Russian service members have taken the base by surprise on invasion day. Final US resistors attempt to keep the base secure, but are quickly shot down. Interior intelligence officers are quickly taken hostage by General Zhukov. He has now managed to steal the nuclear codes. Oh no! 100 miles away, President Bo Jiden has arrived at a Supermax prison. He's here to speak with the Florida Man, one of the most powerful entities in the United States. They come to an agreement. If the Florida Man recovers the codes, Bo Jiden pardons him. If not, it won't matter. Florida Man will die trying. Now it's time to gear up our brave hero. First, we're shaving his head. Then we're giving him a standard issue military vest. And so his bald head doesn't get too itchy, a pot helmet, comically large magazine AK-47. And finally, his iconic butterfly knife. He's ready to go do what Florida Man does best. But first, the president's gonna give him a team, a CIA field operator, a highly decorated Medal of Honor recipient, a special operator that exists only in legends, and a specialized marksman with over 196 confirmed kills. Jeez. But as they all waited to board the battle bus, Jeff accidentally put it in reverse. The only soldier remaining for Florida Man to use is Jeff. The fate of World War III rests in the hands of Florida Man and Jeff. Their first stop is going to be the Lego City Bank. Russian soldiers had recently taken it over, trying to steal wealth from the American people and collapse the economy. An armed guard saw what they were trying to do and attempted to stop them. But him being from 1776, he only had a flintlock musket. The return fire was devastating. So the Russians take hostages and stick them onto the roof. Meanwhile, below, the rest of the Russians fill up a shipping container with gold, gems, and dollar bills. The scene had already unfolded by the time Florida Man and Jeff arrived, and a local cop explained what had happened. He also alluded to the fact that the Russians looked like they were heading towards the local farm. That would be their next objective. The local farm. Oh, hold on. I forgot to build it. 1 second. The local farm. Animals eating food, pooping, doing the hanky-panky to have the babies. It is a beautiful sight. What? Legless Joe here owns the farm. He runs it with his wife and 2 kids. He lost his legs in a freak carrot accident 10 years ago. That's why he is now Legless Joe. But the Russian and Chinese military have now arrived on the farm. They've hung Legless Joe from the roof of his barn and are beginning to cart away livestock and food for their war effort. This time, Florida Man and Jeff arrive to the scene on time. The Russian and Chinese army begin to lay down cover fire, but their livestock gets tipped over as Florida Man and Jeff lay down fire of their own. Jeff takes a shot to the side, while Florida Man takes cover behind a cow. Bruh. Jeff is critically wounded but not dead. But there's a new problem. The Russians have delivered a tank. This puppy's barrel can fit high explosive rounds from the interior. It has nearly impenetrable armor from the front and is leaving Florida Man pinned down behind his cow. The Russian infantry flees the field while the ensuing battle is to come. Legless Joe's family hides in the attic of the barn, while Legless Joe continues to swing from the top of the rafters. My man's gonna puke his lunch out, I'm sure of it. Miles away, the president watches Florida Man's progress and he realizes he needs some help. He airdrops in an ammo crate. Inside the crate is a frickin' tactical nuke launcher. These things were outlawed in the 50s for obvious reasons. Soldiers kept getting radiation poisoning.
The round was launched at H-17 seconds, ground zero at a range of 2,852 meters. The round was set for a low height of burst. It detonated perfectly, ordered to take cover in previously prepared trenches.
Florida man lines up his shot, taking aim at the tank's top. It's a direct hit, and Florida man has successfully taken out the tank. The Russians will have one less piece of infrastructure to use against the Americans. Scouring for intel, Florida man finds out the Russian, Chinese, North Korean, and more alliance is heading for Boomertown. This is Boomertown, or what will become Boomertown. This is a Lego set from the 1970s, so this is what boomers would have played with when playing with Legos. So let's go ahead and make a small Lego city out of Boomertown bricks, and these things are a little bit nasty. Probably quite a bit of snot on them.
A few moments later.
Well, here is Boomertown.
What the is this piece?
A lot of the bricks were super worn out and damaged, and a lot of them were missing from the set, or have mysterious poo-like substances caked on them.
I'm out, man.
So Boomertown is definitely not a nice place to live in. However, they bought these places for $1,000 back in 1974, and they're now worth a cool $4 million in today's housing market. No town would be complete without a nice little gazebo. And now, the local populace. This right here was one of the first Lego minifigures ever made. Then they evolved to look like this. Very strange sort of Lego silhouettes almost. And then here's an example of one of the original Lego minifigures that we know and love to this day. And you know the boomers, they're not gonna give up without a fight. Now these boomer Legos are calling in their own military when they found out about World War III. Soldiers from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. The boomers have set up tank traps, World War II surplus tanks, barbed wire, and machine gun positions via their Willys Jeep, all in an effort to protect their secret sauce formula that they've been keeping secret from the Zoomers for years. But will all of this, including newly established rifleman positions across the houses, be enough to defend against the Russian alliance? Miles away, the Russians have come across an open field. They establish a small command tent, equipping it with light artillery, ammunition shells, heavy artillery, and soldiers to utilize the artillery. These weapons may be far away, however, they have the capability of striking miles away. Boomertown won't know what hit them. The Russians finish unloading their ordnance into Boomertown. They prepare to move out. When the Russian army comes upon Boomertown's ruins, they are shocked by what they see. Disaster has struck everywhere. Their artillery has ruined a once thriving, older 55+ community. But they were careful to keep the secret sauce intact. They've captured another valuable piece of American infrastructure. The enemy moves to the cinema. They capture the building with ease. It's not a primary target for the US Army to defend. The Russians set up defenses on the front. The Chinese are inside the ticket booth. Vietnamese guard the right side entrance, while Syrian militia takes up arms on top of the building. Finally, a Serbian soldier takes up the other flank of the building. They're guarding their newly acquired ammunition pile, their stolen food storage, their storage unit of riches, the top secret sauce, and of course, they've gotten their hands on a US nuclear bomb. An elite Spetsnaz soldier is trying to decipher the Secret Service codes that they stole earlier from the military base. However, he's just finding government brick picks. This will take some time. Upstairs, the Russians have also taken hostage the Lego Friends cast. While the enemy army assembles for war, the Allied army assembles as well. They've come upon the abandoned artillery bunkers that the Russians used against Boomertown. Florida Man joins in with the rest of the squad and explains to them all that has happened. All that the enemy has stolen from America. On America's side, we've got the German army, the US army, and the British army sending in ground troops against the invaders. In their initial attack, they first sent in an M1 Abrams tank, quickly killing exterior defenders. But the North Vietnamese have a rocket launcher. destroying the Abrams with ease. British troops move in on the right flank, taking out the Vietnamese rocket launcher, but the rooftop marksman counterfires. The Brits are eliminated. The German soldier takes aim at the rooftop sniper and eliminates him with crack marksmanship. US infantry quickly move in after this, killing the final exterior resistance with ease. The final Russian upstairs flees the scene. Sadly, all of the Friends characters died of dysentery, completely unrelated to the war. I don't know, they don't keep clean. But the joke's on this guy. He's gonna get blamed for it.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Down below, the Spetsnaz trooper has realized the brick pick is the code all along. He's unlocked the war chest and armed the nuclear bomb. Florida Man runs in on the Spetsnaz soldier arming the nuke, but it's too late. The timer has been set. Florida Man realizes he failed in his mission. It was only a matter of time before. Through the ashes of the bomb, there is nobody left. The streets are ruined, radioactive, and not a sign of life. All except for Florida Man, whose DNA runs USA. And he strides from the explosion, growing his hair back in an instant, alive and well. But now, he must survive a nuclear wasteland. Alright guys, that was LEGO World War III. We built a ton of brand new sets for this, built a ton of different situations, scenarios, a bunch of different modern nations. This was a crazy video. It took a long time to film. So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and let me know if you guys think we should go ahead and make the LEGO Apocalypse, because I think that might just be the natural sequel to LEGO World War III. Either way, let's get into the giveaway, boys. For today's giveaway, we're giving away a LEGO Jyn Erso, because I have so many of these still, a Battle Brick Pack 38 with a German minifigure, and finally these two custom modern Spec Ops LEGO soldiers. Remember, if you're entering the giveaway, I can only ship to the United States unless your country specifically allows chance giveaways, because not all of them do, and we've had some problems with that in the past. So to enter the giveaway, hit the like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below the favorite minifigure that you saw in this video. It can be from any nation. It doesn't even have to be a soldier. It could be Legless Joe. Let me know in the comments. Huge shout out to all of the channel members that have joined the channel in the past, specifically Matt, Finlay McNair, Elizabeth McGovern, and Noodles and Friends for joining in the past month. Just click the join button next to the subscribe button if you want to support the channel and get your name written on the legendary Assault on Hoth set. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I'll bet they won't have. Wow, they have it! Lazy!
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.